economy at the moment is at a real point of inflection. We've, as we all know, come through an exceptionally difficult time and we're moving into reopening. A number of sectors haven't quite emerged from lockdown and those that have are even some of them struggling to bring back the demand levels that they enjoyed before lockdown. And there's a number of moving parts in the economy that are still very much unknown. There's been lots of different recovery alphabets, you may have heard them referred to, where we're talking about maybe a V shape or a W shape if there was a decline and then a bounce back and another decline. You know, when we went into lockdown, the big hope was that we had a V shape where we had a sharp decline and a very immediate bounce back. Hopes for that probably dissipated the longer lockdown went on and the more we started to see more permanent closures, and certainly in the retail sector there's been a lot of announcements of permanent closures, so we're starting to see a different economy emerge. We're probably now into hoping for a swoosh type shape whereby we've hopefully hit the trough and we're moving through that now, and then we have a longer climb back to where we were before. We have though, on a positive note, we've seen a release of some pent up demand, and that has really provided a boost to some economic activity. So we've seen the Eat Out to Help Out scheme has been very successful and consumers have re-engaged in the economy that way. We've seen confidence return in indicators like the Purchasing Managers Index has bounced back very strongly, so businesses have been indicating some sense of confidence, but we're now starting to see signs of some maybe more long-lasting damage in the economy. We're seeing redundancy announcements running at about 80% higher than they were a year ago. We can learn lessons from the last great financial crash of '08 and the recession that followed it in terms of how to react, and there's been a much more rapid response and a much more significant injection of stimulus. That's all to the good, and that needs to get on the ground quickly. And then the lesson around austerity from the last time, which acted as a brake on a lot of economic activity. Hopefully the lesson is that austerity won't fly this time and we need to think of other ways to stimulate economic activity and maintain public finances. In terms of when we get back to positions we were in before, from a labour market perspective, there's a hope that it could potentially be 2021 right through to 2023. It's just so unknown at the moment that there's so many moving parts in the economy that are uncertain that it's impossible really to make a firm forecast on that.